You know what I hate about OpenClaw is that why don't they make it accessible for everyone? Why does it have to be that only people who are technical can actually access it and everyone else has to like wait for something user friendly to come out? And that's why I've decided to provide you guys with this insane, basically desktop version of OpenClaw. It works on Windows and Mac. Let me just click on it and see what you actually get. When you click on this, it opens up the following. Let me just show you. This, a very simple user interface, which allows you to actually start and stop OpenClaw, change modes, and it even gives you the access to the more complicated functionality, like adding multiple employees, linking them to each other, what they call in professional terms, agent binding. But who cares about those crazy terms? This OpenClaw launcher app is going to give you the same functionality as what the people who are trying to make it complicated for you, but now it's available to everyone. Now watch this. Look how amazing this is. If you want to start OpenClaw, you literally click start. Now this also is the same button you'd use to install it. So because I already have it installed, it says start. But if it wasn't installed, it would just say install, and then it will literally install it. Then you can update every time it updates, switch versions, and more. Now let's look at what functionality it has that you would never be able to do unless you were like this really technical user. And over here, you can see if it's actually running or not. Now, if you're not aware of this, the moment you start OpenClaw, it will run forever. The only way to stop it is literally by clicking stop. Even if you restart your computer, it will continue running. That's why it's so important to have a stop button. The stop button only appears when it's actually running. And over here, you can actually see with your eyes whether it's running or not. So here, it just ran because I clicked on start OpenClaw. So even though it says this site can't be reached, if you wait like 3 seconds, sometimes it takes a few seconds to just load up. Just wait, and then all of a sudden, guess what? The candy is on its way. Fantastic. So now we're in, and now we get to chat to OpenClaw. Now, this is simplifying it for people who've never used it before. And if you keep seeing the hype around it, the hype is not for nothing. I've managed to teach my OpenClaw, which is basically my new employee, how to do work for me, like real work. I'm not talking about hyped up nonsense. So let me just show you the functionality of this and why it's going to make you a person that can literally have employees without paying. So if you're working alone, you don't have any workers that can help you, this is the perfect solution for you. Once you purchase this, you'll be able to create employees. Now, to get employees, you go to My Employees, click Add Employee, then it's going to ask you the name of your employee, and then you click Create. And that way you'll be able to have a list of employees. So it's loading my employees right now. In a few seconds, you're going to see all of my employees load up. And then after that, I'm actually going to show you about collaboration. So here are my 4 employees. I've got the unnamed one, the lovable poster, the skit creator, and my hyper-focused John, which is my 4th employee. And I can actually link them together, like allow employee collaboration, which basically means that employees can work together, and that way they can pass tasks to each other. And I highly recommend having multiple employees, not just one, because then the one doesn't have to hold everything in his mind. You can have one that can have like only a specialized task, like for example, one that writes you perfect SEO posts, and then he is the one who creates the posts. And then that way, when the main employee, which is your main agent, who sends a message to this guy just has one task, which is to create your perfect SEO optimized post and delivers it back to your main boss kind of thing. So over here, you can see my main boss has the ability and the authority to contact and authorize other people. So his is switched on. Everyone else can't reach out to others. So you see it's all switched off. Very easy. We've got the Apple type of buttons here, which you can literally just switch on and off, you know, giving you a feeling like you're a freaking human. Like, why would they not create for you a situation where you have this kind of app? I don't understand why they didn't do that for you. But since they didn't, and since I care about you and I want to give you the ability to start playing around with OpenClaw, start automating your life, automating your business, see what this can take off of your hands, guys. Let's see what this can do for you. And that's it. So over here, you can see the status of each of the employees. Now you can see that some of them are on with the green light and some of them are off. And this is fantastic, even for technical users. This is going to tell you if your OpenClaw is actually alive or dead, basically, because you could start or stop each and every one of your OpenClaws. Let me show you an example why this is off and the rest are on. The reason why is because this one has a port of its own. So when I click on ports over here, you can see when you change an employee port, basically what it does, it puts him in a separate office space. Don't think of it like ports, think of it like office door numbers. So when you have a different port for one of your employees, it means he works so alone that he can never ever make contact with anyone else. So this is perfect for people who want more than one OpenClaw installation. So I've heard of people that are buying like a ton of Mac Minis. I think it's the dumbest thing you can ever do. Because at the end of the day, if you take one Mac Mini and just put multiple OpenClaw instances on different ports, it's as if you have multiple Mac Minis. So there's no point of buying more than one Mac Mini. You just buy one and you create multiple employees on different door numbers or ports. And as you can see, that way you can also close one of the ports and it will close every single agent which is on that port. So these 3 employees are working in this room number and this employee is working in this room number. And since he's in a different room, in order to get him to actually work, I have to click the start button over here and you can see a nice interface. And in a few seconds, this instance of OpenClaw will also be on. So as you can see, it's all just clicking. You're clicking away and then you are able to have it work for you. You're just clicking here, clicking there, clicking employee links, you're choosing things and then OpenClaw is working for you. This is a no-brainer. Now, I've heard people charging $5,000 and $6,000 to get people to have OpenClaw running for them. But with this, you only have to pay under $100. Actually, it's $49 for the basic version of just having it installed. And it's only $99. And that way, you can literally have your own employees working for you without paying people thousands of dollars to set this up for you. This is going to do the work for you. It's very simple. Whenever you feel overwhelmed or scared, what's my OpenClaw doing in the background? Or if you feel like it's wasting all your tokens, just click stop OpenClaw. That's it. You can stop it. When I click stop, watch what happens over here. See this? It says running here. In a second, not running. Now, if you test it, you'll see it's not running. Watch this. See, it's not running. But if you go to my employees, let's go back to the status of all the employees. You can see that they're all not running, which is absolutely fantastic. All right, this was Claw Launcher, a site that lets you basically download a software that makes OpenClaw a desktop app so that whenever you need to use it, you can just click on it and start using OpenClaw. See you in the next video.